Listen vision, listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio.
Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. It's Thursday night tea with Anthony. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. It's Thursday night tea with Anthony. Thursday night tea with Anthony. News, sports, truth with comedy, community mixed with a little celebrity. Every Thursday night at 6 in the evening. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea with Anthony. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. It's Thursday night tea with Anthony. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. It's Thursday night tea with Anthony. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. It's Thursday night tea with Anthony. Yo! Welcome to Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. He was a bugle boy from... Yo, we have an amazing show today. We are protecting and serving those who have protected and served us. Give it a round of applause for our veterans in the house today. Yo, we have veterans in the house today. I'm super stoked. We have an amazing show. Our veterans that are here today are also comedians. We're going to talk about the disparity within the veteran community and what type of services they need and require and how can we as civilians help them. We have a super exciting show today. We have comedian Patrice DeVoe in the house tonight.
But she played on all social media.
All on social media. Also, Mike O. Brown in the house tonight.
Hey.
Yo, Mike Brown.
That's my government. Okay. Go ahead.
Oops. We have Mr. Avery from Veterans on the Rise. Give Mr. Avery a round of applause.
Yeah.
Also, Candace Saunders is in the house tonight. She is going to be setting the stage ablaze. Also coming a little later on, we have Haywood Turnipseed Jr., who's running a little late. But we're going to go and pay these bills right quick and tune in for more Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. Welcome to Lock Love Salon. We're located at 402 8th Street Northeast, Washington, D.C., right in the heart of the capital. Come in. Let me introduce you. Welcome to Lock Love Salon. We here at Lock Love are an award-winning natural hair care salon that focuses on natural hair care and lock artistry. We believe in the inherent beauty of natural hair and take a more of an educational, holistic approach to natural hair to preserve hair quality and assure healthy growth. We have an in-salon marketplace stocked to the core, full of essential products to promote healthy hair, which we also use ourselves. All of our stylists are well versed in all things natural hair care. Locks, extensions, flat twist updos, kid styles. We are here to promote your best you. Come to Lock Love so you can be locked in love, and we'll see you beyond the red door. We are back! Back with more Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. Had to pay those bills right quick. Make sure you go to Lock Love. They are at 402 8th Street Northeast. It is one of the premier natural hair care salons in the country. We were just featured in Essence Magazine, so get out there and do your hair. Today, we have a super exciting show today. We're going to hop right into these topics. Guess you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Are we ready? Ready to discuss these topics? Okay. First one, it is a sad day in the hip-hop community. Craig Mack has passed away.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Craig Mack. Did you know that he actually was the first Bad Boy artist to drop on the Bad Boy label?
Absolutely. He believed when nobody else did.
Yeah, didn't he believe? And I love that song. Flavor in Your Ear is definitely a hip-hop classic. He passed away in his home state of South Carolina. So we're definitely sending prayers out to his family. and the hip hop community, and over at Bad Boy, Craig Mack. You be begging, please. I think it was his voice. He had like a soothing, mellow kind of.
And he was like a comic book character. I mean, he was like just
boy all the
larger than
time,
life.
flip
Yeah,
boys and the tip blows on it.
that Busta Rhymes energy
Yes.
was like all over the place. Yeah, he was different.
It was,
different.
and I feel it was timely. We needed that, that little, the little genre. So shout out to Bad Boy, rest in peace, Craig Mack. Also in the news, Rex Tillerson, you're fired. He was definitely let go as Secretary of State. And in other news, Black Panther reached $1 billion.
Can we talk about
Wakanda forever. Something to really talk about, other than Rex Tillerson, because when you lay down with dogs, you get fleas. So you got exactly what you asked for, sir.
for rabies?
Okay, or bed bugs. You look more like a bed bug kind of guy. Also in the news, tens of thousands of students walked out of school in order to protest gun reform. Round of applause for these students who are making a difference. They left and went outside for 17 minutes in protest of the Florida shooting, which killed 17 people. Enough is enough. Now, I just read today that the shooter from Florida, Dylan, from South Carolina, what's his name? Dylan. Dylan Roof. His sister was just arrested today for bringing weapons to school, and also she got a marijuana charge. And she posted from her social media, basically, what are you guys doing this for? I hope you all get shot.
So it runs in the family.
It definitely runs in the family.
It's in the DNA. Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely in the DNA. Just throw the whole family away at that point. Yeah, just erase the DNA because no compassion whatsoever. Just like her brother, no compassion. They are basically little sociopaths.
But the young folk are going to do what the adults could not do. The young folks are going to do what the adults could not do.
Oh, definitely. They're comparing it to how young people protested during the Vietnam War.
That's right.
I wasn't there, but I have seen footage of how young people stepped up to the plate and protested the war. And they're pretty much, they're doing what us older people can't do. Mm-hmm. It's them that are getting killed. You know what I'm saying?
Can I just say, I applaud them for the walkout. I really do. But I would really love to see this next generation start embracing the root cause. Like, can we start addressing being kinder to one another, like not bullying people, not excluding people in school, especially in them formative years, like middle school and high school.
It creates little monsters.
Right. You know what I mean?
Does.
Like, if you see somebody that's eating lunch by themselves, just go say hi to them. Like, when you have the clout and you the cool person in school, people will follow you. You know what I'm saying? Like, lead by example. So I applaud them for walking out, and I do agree with the gun reform. But it's something deeper there.
It's a systemic issue, and that's a basic family thing. Like my parents taught me the value of other people, and the value of myself, so that I'm never in competition with someone else. I never look down on anyone else. I'm focused on me. Now, when I see someone who, I've always been the type of person that goes to the underdog and be like, "What's up?" You know what I'm saying? Like, "Hey, you can roll with me."
Not on my watch.
Yeah. So it's like, because you're not gonna shoot me. So yeah, I definitely understand that. Viacom today suspended its programming for 17 minutes during the walkout. I thought that was amazing. So that's all of their stations: MTV, BET, Nickelodeon, Comedy Central. All of them blacked out, and they ran this message: Viacom stands with all students as they participate in the national school walkout against gun violence.
That's how you put your money where your mouth is.
Literally.
Sure. Yeah.
Literally. And I applaud them. Shout out to Viacom.
Shut it down.
Shout out to Viacom, and also pick up my show.
Yeah.
So So I'm from North Carolina. Yay! We make cigarettes. There was in a high school of 700 students, one person walked out, a lone protester. So today's Thursday night T-Row, which is a play on Hero, is Justin Blackman. Give Justin a round of applause. He was the only student in Wilson, North Carolina at this particular high school to walk out and stood alone.
Wow.
And after reading the interview, he said that he thought that he was just first, And then he literally stood out there by himself for 17 minutes.
He's a hero.
Wow.
So shout out to being a standalone, sir. You are our Thursday night T-Row. T-Row in the house. So of course there has to be an antithesis to that. Governor Henry McMaster, the governor of South Carolina, said that the walkout was just a show for the left wing to promote their ideology. And he said it was a sham.
How many ninth graders is left wing?
I
I'm
mean,
just 10th grade. Like, how many?
These
high
are
school
children,
students
sir. You can't.
Right
I don't
or
wanna-
left wing.
And just for that stupid, counterproductive comment, you are the Thursday Night Tea Troll. Oh, Thursday Night Tea Troll. You're a horrible person,
God.
and we should just throw you and your whole career away.
That's definitely herpes.
Isn't it? Like herpes of the head. Can you get forehead herpes? I don't know. Yeah, I tried that one. I found that there's so much in the news. We're going to have to keep it rolling to stay on task. Talk about dumb criminals. Dumb criminals who appropriate. Is that a thing? I don't know. But someone robbed a casino in Las Vegas on the Strip in blackface. I just want you to let that sink in for a minute. And look at him.
Okay.
I feel like he kind of like Rob Coffee over there with the little...
Okay, can I play devil's advocate just for a second?
Yes.
Okay, if I'm robbing, my goal is to not be identified. So I probably want to go the exact opposite, like to the other extreme of what I am actually. Just like when dead presidents, Lorenz Tate and them, they had on white face. They had the panda face actually because they had the black in the circles. But I'm just saying, like,
He just looked like himself with makeup on.
And you have to get shot.
You saying?
He black.
Yeah, you're increasing your chances of not getting away by putting yourself in blackface.
My question is,
they shoot you first.
My question is, was his hands white or just his face?
If he was an Oreo,
You have never seen Casino if you try to rob a casino. Like, this
I
is
mean,
not
this
Ocean's
is not Ocean's 11.
Okay, but
Patrice, get out of my head.
He wanted to be George Clooney so bad.
So bad, George Clooney.
Yeah.
But look, the thing is, the lady that he robbed, the teller, put up her she was interviewed, and it's like copy. Although the cashier told police she wasn't fooled by the makeup. This is an article from The Roots publication. She said the guy's skin tone was off and blotchy. She has to be black. That sounds like something only a black lady would say. The suspect was initially reported to be a black man. So you mean to tell me that this lady was black and you tried to go rob her in blackface and thought you were going to get away with it? Okay.
So, but why was he reported as black then if she could tell that he was in blackface?
I think because she didn't report it. I guess the cameras,
okay.
and initially I guess it automatically
To
looked
the
like
eye.
to the eye. To the naked eye. To the colorblind eye.
Right. To the I don't see color.
And I mean, I don't know one white man that has gone it's almost like if a white man got in blackface and tried to rob the White House. You know what I'm saying? Where would we get that? Where would we get someone like that from? I don't know. There he is, right there.
Right.
That's also
He could have really chosen any color. Right? You could have went in green face. Like you could have went. Yeah.
That's definitely the joke.
I don't know what his ideology. So Ben Carson and his wife. Ben Carson And
Hey,
why do they always look like they about to take up offering at Wednesday night Bible study?
Kojic live and
Okay.
all right.
Oh my God, they get on my
He's a
nerves.
preacher.
So, he's the director of HUD. They are cutting billions of money for housing. And initially, it was said that they purchased a $31,000 dining room set
They gotta eat. Yeah, they gotta eat.
for the HUD office dining room.
For the HUD office down.
What are y'all eating?
Caviar.
That y'all need $31,000 in a dining room set. And it wasn't even like modern. It was like the old, show a picture of this dining room set. Like them old dining room sets you get
Are
from
you
the
kidding me right now?
from the store where you get it for $800, no cash down.
Yeah, that's bunch of people.
Yeah, he's out.
I just wish they would have kept him cutting into people's head and heart or whatever he was doing. Well, he was a surgeon, right? Like
Yeah,
I just
and
needed
That's how
him
much
to
Trump
stay
thought of
there.
him. That's
But
what
do you
Trump
know
thought
how
of him.
many malpractice suits he had though?
Did he really?
Out the wazoo.
Kidding me?
Yes, out the
Catch that.
wazoo. So I think that
Falling asleep?
Well, a lot of people still on their job. I mean, basically, to me, this is just clearly stealing, misappropriation of funds. But a lot of people still on their job. Some of y'all watching us right now, we appreciate you, but we know you're still in time on your job. Like everybody's still at
taking them
work a
extra
little
long
bit.
breaks. But he's going to be out anyway. I think that Trump is already looking for a replacement.
Yeah.
He knows.
and-
He knows another black person.
No, it's actually, let's see, it's the old woman who lived in a shoe. She's going to replace Ben Carson as the director, the executive director of HUD. She has mad experience. So that's that. Okay, the last thing, and then we need to move on. Bruno Mars.
Leave him alone. Sorry.
Bruno Mars.
Y'all better back up off of my
Michelle
baby.
and Cello called Bruno Mars karaoke, prompting cultural appropriation.
Oh, wow.
Mind you,
I heard that.
she's about to drop her next album, which is an album full of covers. Girl, if you don't have a seat and sit down, why would you? I mean, do you even know what cultural appropriation is?
I'm trying to remember who Michelle Cello is. Is
that's
she
your
Penny with a
boyfriend.
hole in it?
No,
No, that's
that's-
not her.
no.
That's
Last night.
Ferris. That's Deion Ferris.
Yeah.
That's
I
your
drive him
boyfriend.
fast. Oh,
No, that's
Who's
Tracy
from the-
Chapman.
Who's one that I gotta
If
say
that's your
song?
boyfriend, it wasn't
That's
last
Chapman.
night.
That's Chapman.
Yes, that's her.
Who's
That's
she?
Michelle. That's
If
the same.
Which
if
one?
that's your boyfriend, he wasn't last night.
Oh, okay.
And was it also "Let Me Run My Fingers Through Your Dreadlocks"? Y'all don't remember that?
No.
I know that.
Oops. Looks like
But-
you're the one that's irrelevant, Michelle and Cello.
Maybe you should appropriate some
Okay,
culture,
maybe
'cause,
you
girl.
should and leave
Well,
Bruno
you said
Mars
she's
alone.
doing covers, so like covers of who? Who she's doing covers
Wakanda?
of?
I don't know, but whoever she is, she's appropriating from them. So it's like the pot calling
mean,
the
she
kettle
do-
black. No irony, no pun intended.
Leave Bruno
Yeah.
alone.
Okay, Michelle. She just listen. She need a little buzz. It's okay. She had to throw that name out there, get some clicks for her
Before
album.
her
It's
album.
okay. I get it. We get it. It's the
ain't
formula.
dripping with
It's
finesse.
nothing.
Anybody else on Michelle and Bruno Mars? I love Bruno Mars. He's an awesome entertainer. And
can't
his
even
albums,
Bruno.
he always gives props to black people.
And this is my whole thing, though. Bruno Mars. They talking about he's ambiguous with his race and ethnicity. I mean, he's what, Puerto Rican,
Hawaiian,
Filipino.
yeah,
Like, I
something.
mean, this is just a matter of shipping and receiving. Bruno Mars is black.
Yeah, he's a
Okay.
person of color. He's a person of color.
Shipping
And
him.
I just think people are too woke.
I can't.
They're trying to be too woke, and they just need to go to sleep and take a nap.
Exactly.
Yeah, take a nap, Michelle and Cello. We're gonna go pay these bills
Bird
right
nap.
quick, and we're gonna come back and talk about the man of the hour while we're here for the people of the hour,
Yeah.
Mr. Charles Avery
Okay,
from
Charles.
Veterans on the
For the
Rise.
culture.
We're
For
gonna
the
be
people.
right back
Oh, I
with
didn't-
more Thursday
didn't know
Night
it was man of
Tea
the hour.
with Anthony. Oh my God, it's like I woke up and I was a comedian. And then it was like I had my own show. It's crazy. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea, Thursday night. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea, Thursday night tea. 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 Thursday. 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 Hey, I said Thursday. Thursday night tea. A Thursday night tea. I said, oops, it's Thursday. It's Thursday night tea. Oops, it's Thursday night tea. Anthony. Welcome back! Welcome! I always feel like Oprah when I come back, like, welcome! You get Thursday night tea, you get Thursday night tea. I'd like to thank Jeremy, who's watching. My mother is watching. Angel, I love you. Mama in the house, Mama in the house. We have Kiana Taylor, Beverly Smith Brown. What up, Bev?
Hey, Bev.
Mike Harris from the Trefos in the house. We have Alfreda Green. Marcus Keith. What's going on, Marcus Keith, who is a very prominent actor here in the DMV area. Thank all of you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. Today's topic, we are talking about veterans, those who protect and serve us, but are we protecting and serving them when they come back from serving? We have with us Mr. Charles Avery from Veterans on the Rise.
Okay.
Welcome to Thursday Night Tea.
Well, thank you very much. You know, you said earlier that I was the man of the hour. You tapped into my ego when you said that, right? So yeah, I'm ready to roll with that.
The man of the hour.
Thank you very much. I'd like to tell you about Veterans on the Rise.
Okay.
We're very proud that we are over on the northeast quarter of Washington, D.C. and some other scattered sites. But Veterans on the Rise is a transitional and permanent housing program for homeless veterans.
Okay.
We've been serving this community for the last 10 years. Got a strong presence over there on the northeast quarter. We are funded primarily by the Veterans Administration.
Okay.
And we have 3 different programs, and I'll just give you a little bit about all 3 of them. One of them is a short-term transitional program where veterans come in and they are housed there for two months.
Okay.
Again, our ultimate goal in all of these programs is to get the veteran in a permanent housing solution.
Yes.
The second group and contract that we have with the VA, the Veterans Administration, is a 6-month transitional program, and these are veterans who have or are tagged with, quote, a serious mental illness.
Okay.
And so they're with us for 6 months. The third program, which is our flagship, is a program wherein we bring veterans in, we house them for 6 months up to a year, support them until they're able to financially take over the lease in their own name. So we become the landlords for this short period of time, but ultimately they become the leaseholder, and it becomes a permanent living space for them. And that's the ultimate end game in what we do.
Okay, I definitely I noticed what you're doing in the community.
Huh?
My best friend Orlando Harper used to work there.
Yes, indeed.
And I've come and helped serve the veterans during I think it was Christmas and on Veterans Day. You
sang.
I did sing. You remember that?
It wasn't
Thursday Night Tea, but it was a song though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing. You guys do awesome work. Now, what else were you going to say?
Well, I was going to say that we do our mission. We're passionate about that. And just a short story. The coming of Veterans on the Rise. And I need to drop the name of one of the founders, Alfred Burley.
Okay, Mr. Burley. Shout out to Mr. Burley and his wife. I feel like I met Miss Burley. Yes.
And not being too disclosing, but I used to be a counselor. I'm a licensed clinical social worker by training. And I was his counselor like 20 years ago.
Wow.
So he, along with 3 other veterans, had this vision to start this program, and it was kind of limping along, and so he just sought me out. I ran from him, and then finally he caught up with me and said, Mr. Avery, I need you to help. I need some help one more time. And so please take over the reins of this organization. And you know, with the energy and the blessing that we know the program is blessed, it just took off, and boom, that's where we are now, from zero-based budget to the budget that we're operating with today.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Appreciate that.
And serving some 150 veterans per year, and we've transitioned 700 veterans in the last 3 to 4 years. We are real proud of what we're doing over there. Yeah.
Now, I wanted to have this discussion. Every comedian that's here today is also a veteran of the military. So, round of applause for you. Cool. And cool. Thank you for your service. Shout out, thank you for watching, Tara. Thank you for your service. So the thing that prompted me to even have this show was that I saw that Trump wanted to have a military parade.
Yeah.
And really, I think that he was inspired by the parade in North Korea. And I feel like the parade was more so for him versus than our veterans. And also, it's going to cost $50 million. Someone that actually ran from serving.
Shit splits?
Yes, definitely. It's crazy. I feel like with do you know what you can do with $50 million?
Have a military parade.
Other than that,
you could house every veteran who's on the street.
You could literally house every homeless veteran that is on the street with $50 million.
Yes.
I mean, that's the instant solution, but you're willing to pay this just for a show?
Of course.
To stroke your ego? Mm-hmm. I mean, who's the real Thursday Night Tea troll? I feel like it should be Trump because that's it. Yeah, it's a. Oh, he's an honorary troll. Ah, there he is.
Right.
Okay. Boo. So I have a question for my veterans. What do you feel as though? Do you feel appreciated for serving your country? Do you feel like the people appreciate it? And do you feel like the services that you receive once your term is ended are appropriate?
Honestly, when I first got out, I didn't believe so. A lot of the information that I received was always from another veteran, an older veteran. Not from the actual military itself. Had I known when I got out of Iraq about the Veteran Affairs Association, then that would have helped a lot in my transition. But once I found out about the VA, it kind of, smoothed things over and gave me the help that I needed and things of that nature. But initially, no, because no one tells you that there is help out there when you're in. So it's kind of hard to navigate. They just let you be out there like, you're a soldier. Be a soldier, whore, Army for life. Sorry.
Interesting.
I don't think, I guess I want to say it's the way that people are towards me. Like, people come up all the time, thank you for your service, thank you for your service. And I personally don't feel like I guess what I'm trying to say is they want but just because you're in the military, it's almost people get like this automatic respect. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I didn't go to Afghanistan and I didn't lose any of my limbs. And so there's other people that you could be saying this to, but they just kind of say it to anyone who's ever served. Like, you just signed up, so you get this automatic respect, which I don't think a lot of people deserve.
I certainly don't deserve it.
There was a lot of people, me either. And that's why I'm I just did that because a recruiter lied to me and got me in. That's how I wound up in there. I respect you for doing it. I'm just saying, not everybody.
Some people
Just because you chose to sign up for something and you put a uniform on doesn't mean that you can go in restaurants, be a complete horrible person, not tip.
Patrice, you feel
it's
the same way? Into your mic. Oh.
I kind of do, only on the strength, like, if you ask how many people are in service, which I do, obviously, as a veteran, appreciate, but if you ask how many people are in service who would be in service if there wasn't a paycheck or a BAH attached to it, see how many numbers you get. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? So there are some people who are definitely out here about protecting what the military is supposed to stand for. But there is a large number of people who know that it's a way out. It's a means to an end. And I feel like they should not be put on the same pedestal as
So it should be
who
like
has gone
actively served
and-
versus
right.
enrolled. Like, oh, he just
Yeah,
enrolled.
like
and
them
then like,
dudes.
oh, he's an active server.
Yeah, like
I mean,
they,
don't get me wrong. There's moving parts to, because we get a lot of flack.
like
in
the
the Air
person who
Force.
gets a 87 ASVAB score, but then signs up to be an infantryman, deserves all the respect in the world.
Facts.
Well, can I say, I think we're getting too far down into the weeds here now, because there are some veterans who've come through my program who didn't get to war, but actually went through boot camp and got injured during boot camp. But the fact of the matter is, they signed up
Yeah,
for
that's how
service.
I feel. That's how I feel about you guys. Even though you didn't like do whatever, you literally, because once you sign on the dotted line, baby,
It could be the case.
Yeah.
you put it out there. It could happen.
Yeah.
Well, I can appreciate that,
they
but
don't-
I don't go out into the world like, yes, I am, Captain America.
Technically, when you sign up for boot camp, that's a 90-day window to get out. If anybody wanted to get in and change their mind, just fake shin splints.
But I feel like action.
Don't
You
swear
took
on
the
the sex
action to do so.
Yeah.
It's that step, because life is about steps, and you took the step to protect and serve your country. What a lot of us do things with ill intentions, or we do things that can serve,
Self-serving
that are
or-
self-serving.
Right.
It still doesn't take away the fact that if it came down to it, they were going to put a gun in your hand, and you were going to have to do what you had to do because you signed up. I do appreciate, but what services do you guys feel like are missing?
I definitely feel like the housing situation, there should never, ever, ever be a homeless veteran.
Ever.
Point blank, period.
Ever. There
That's
should
my
never
biggest
be.
thing.
Absolutely.
There should never be a homeless veteran.
I also think, not with this current administration, and maybe it's a little selfish of me, if a president sending you overseas for a war, I believe that those soldiers, when they come home, should get a free White House tour around the White House because they served their country and went to war. If that president sent them overseas for a war, that's just one of the things that.
So wait, they don't do, but they bring the NBA players and stuff to the White
Yeah,
House?
you win a championship, you got it.
And I don't think you should.
Oh, wow.
And I don't think you should be deported if you serve this country. You should not be deported.
That's a thing?
Agreed.
Yes.
I was gonna say they doing that.
No way.
I can't.
Thank you for
And you
Thank you
shouldn't-
for
just-
serving. Go
if
back
you-
to your
if you're-
country.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here's your wall.
So
Now y'all see
Mr.
why-
Avery?
Can I say another
course.
service that Veterans on the Rise has? We are a choice provider for the VA. And so even in addition to those folks who are actually housed in our housing program, if you are on the street, if you're a veteran out there and you want to receive some counseling services, you go to the VA and ask for Veterans on the Rise, and we'll provide you with some counseling service from highly qualified trauma trained social workers at Veterans on the Rise.
And where can we contact you?
Even those folks who are recently transitioning back to the community from war zones and out of the service, we are there as a choice provider to provide those services. They can contact us at Veterans on the Rise's main number at 202-388. It's on the screen.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
388-40. You do it well here.
I tried to. Be informative.
202-388-4090. Ask for me directly. Ask for Charles Avery, and let us get back to you.
And shout out to Ms. Gregory, who is also an amazing staff member there.
Absolutely, and thank you for doing that. She's
most
the
definitely.
one that holds it together for me and allows me to hang out here with Anthony. Right?
Thank you, Ms. Gregory.
that's how that's working. Yeah.
All right, we'd like to thank everybody for their comments. Yes, I'm sorry.
I was just going to say one other thing, if I could interject.
Most definitely.
I definitely feel like jobs for veterans when they get home, because you can be in the military and be working on airplanes, or even a dentist, a doctor in the military, and that training and education doesn't always translate when you get back into the real world. So you have to go back to school. You know what I mean? I feel like if it's good enough to work on the people who are protecting and serving the country, if you're good enough as a dentist to work on the military personnel, you should be able to be good enough in the civilian world. So jobs and houses, that's all. That's
Absolutely.
all.
You
Definitely.
got it.
So give Mr. Avery another round of applause.
Yes, Mr. Avery. God's work.
Yes, okay, Whitney. We're going to be right back with some fire performances. Stay tuned for more Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. Oh my God, it's like I woke up and I was a comedian. And then it was like I had my own show. It's crazy. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night. Thursday night tea. 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 Oh my God, it's like I woke up and I was a comedian. You get Thursday night tea. You get Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea for everyone. Yo, we have a fire comedian who's also a military veteran about to come and set the stage ablaze. Give it up for Candace Saunders!
Hey, everybody! What's up? Hey, that was the worst intro ever for me, but this is a great stage. Give it up for yourselves for Thursday Night Tea. We've been talking about military issues, and sometimes people take their military service into their civilian life, like I have. Like, I find myself saying hoorah while I'm hitting a bong, kind of like, oh, rah. And that's terrible. But this is a cool studio. I always like coming down here. I love coming back to DC because I hadn't been to DC in a while, and I realized it's changed. A lot of white people. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but there's a lot of white people not used to it. Like, I didn't know how many white people had moved back to D.C. till I was down off Florida Avenue a couple weeks ago, and I'm used to, like, don't make eye contact, hurry up and lock your car 6 times Florida Avenue. So I'm walking, like, really fast to my show, and out of nowhere, this white guy comes jogging by, like, it's safe now, and you don't have to do that anymore. This is Noma. We took it back. He had a little Maltese with him. It's looking at me like, make a move, I cut you. I swear I'll cut you. Get out of here. I'm like, whoa. It's the way this city's going, man. Pretty soon, D.C. is going to stand for Dallas Cowboys. Like, if this doesn't stop. It's going down there. It's going down there. But a lot of people think the Skins should change their name. I think they were going to, and now this administration is not going to change their name. But if they do change it, they should change it to something that reflects D.C. as it is today. Like, I'm thinking, like, the Washington Gentrifiers. And the mascot would be like a white guy on Benning Road. Like, I own this. This is all mine. This Whole Foods, this Starbucks, it's all mine. So I'm getting ready to get out of here. I got to go home and take care of a baby that I just had. I know. Oh, thank you. I know some of y'all are looking at me like, you got a girlfriend, stop playing. But I do have a baby. That last snowstorm of 2016 caught me off guard. We didn't expect it, so I didn't expect to get pregnant, but it happens. I didn't realize, though, like, you know, getting pregnant in I guess this new millennial generation. I didn't know like all the things that come with pregnancy, like the crazy jealousy. Like my boyfriend was at home while I was touring around doing comedy, and I was like on the road pregnant, convinced he was cheating on me. So I'd like call him up and make him FaceTime me the house because I'm just convinced there's a girl there. Like, oh, she's in the bathroom, she's under the bed, she's in the trunk of your car. FaceTime me the whole house, and he'd show me the whole house, and I'd be like, okay, there's nobody there, it's cool. I'd go to bed 3 a.m. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, call him up like the bitch is in the well. Like, we live in an apartment. My name's Candace Saunders, everybody. Thank you.
Candace! Look, so tell everybody where we can find you and where your shows are.
You can find me at Candy Doesn't Care, all K's where there should be C's. Catch me March 24th at El Golfo for the Doc Bob Sood Comedy Lounge. The last Saturday of every month at El Golfo. You can catch me there. Doc Bob Sood MD Comedy Lounge, CandaceSaunders.com. Thank you, everybody.
For Candace! All right, right behind Candace, we have a fire comedian from Attack of the Comics. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mike Bro.
Hey, thank you, sir. Hey, how y'all doing, man? I'm glad to be here. Shout out to Candace Saunders again. That was great. And Kevin Avery. Kevin, right? Charles. Why I say Kevin? I'm all confused. You can tell I'm high. No, man, I realized I like to go shopping, but one of the stores I don't like going to is TJ Maxx. That is not a spot that normal people go to. Like, is their normal destination? So I went there one time and I saw this box, and it was a box. It was a shake weight. Inside the box was an open box, and I was like, "Wow, that's crazy!" Because that means someone bought the shake weight, used it. It was like, "Yo, it ain't working out like I wanted to," and it took the shake weight back. And now I'm thinking to myself, "Yo, that's a open box shake weight that should be on sale right now." I was like, yo, I'm gonna need a shake weight. I'm like, yo, why would you? That's what TJ Maxx does, man. They just have unorthodox stuff for you that you can just buy, like a used up headband from Julius Erving, is what I'm saying. I was in the Army for 9 years, and one of the things, thank you, man. To touch on what Patrice was saying, y'all don't see her yet, but she's here. One of the things, I like when people say, thank you for your service, because they automatically assume I did it for them. And that's not the case at all. I didn't do it at all. I actually volunteered to go to Iraq, not because I love my country, it's because I was $12,000 in debt, and I needed that quick come up. And it was either I either come out of debt or Mama comes up $400,000. So I was like, that's a hell of a risk. I'm gonna take that joint, yo. And I like the Army only because then you wake up early in the morning and you just start running. And I don't know about you, but they be like, we're going to go for a fun run. It ain't nothing fun 4:30 in the morning to run a destination you don't know where you're going to, talking about some dude who's having sex with your girl. And Jody having sex with your girl at 6:30 in the morning. You're like, wait a minute, that is not right. I'm in Kentucky right now. But that's all I want to do. Hey, thank you, Anthony, for having me on, man. Hey, get the. Hey,
so where can we find you? And what shows you got coming up?
You can find me at Shenanigans every Monday. Also, every Wednesday is The GOAT in Arlington and Clarendon. And you can find me on Twitter, OhMyB757. And that's also on Instagram as well.
All right, give it up for Mike. Oh! Yo, this is our final comedian, Fire. All the way from Richmond. Give it up for Patrice DeVoe!
Thursday Night Tea, thank you so much for having me. I'm on this Dance Revolution stage. I like this I like this a lot. I'm telling you right now, I drove up from Richmond, and I love DC. I hate the traffic. It took me 24 minutes to go 3.4 miles, and I'm traumatized right now. But I am Patrice DeVoe. I am a veteran of the world's greatest Air Force, the United States Air Force. Love it. And I joined the Air Force because I truly believe in working smarter and not harder. Yeah. We get a lot of flack in the Air Force for being, the chair force, and the Air Force is for bougie people. Like, the Air Force is for people who actually had something that was going to go on good for their life outside of the military. I had to get them like, no, because they give us a lot of flack being in the Air Force. And my specialty code, my Air Force specialty code was services. So what that means is that I can embalm a body and I can fry the hell out of some chicken and make a great meatloaf, okay? Get you somebody who can do both. Yeah, I definitely joined the Air Force for the BAH. Definitely missed that. That's basic allowance for housing. That extra money in the check. No, but I'm very I don't talk a lot about my time in the service because if we were just gonna keep it 100, I went AWOL on them hoes. And so I'm just happy to be here with my feet in the street. All right. I tell you this before I get out of here. Comedy has truly been my healing. I was in and have been in an abusive relationship for a little bit over 15 years. And I'm not saying that because I want sympathy. I know I'm not being treated right. It's just that I'm too weak, stupid, and lazy to leave Sprint. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know Sprint ain't about nothing. I be making excuses to my friends and family, but like why I'm still with them, I'm always saying like ignorant stuff like, but I've been with them since they were all 10. We had a chirp phone together. I can't leave them. Got T-Mobile and Verizon in my DMs trying to show me a better life. I'm just loyal. I haven't been able to make a call since I passed King's Dominion. Don't nobody even know if I'm here safe. I'm safe, Mom. Hi, Mom. Yeah, but I, you know, the greatest thing that I got out of being in the military was my ability to handle Jack Daniels. And I've had quite a bit of it since we've been here at the tea room. They have not served a bit of tea. It's been all Jack Daniels, everything, honey. I have had a grand time. And follow me on all social media at But Is She Funny? I'm telling you, it gets a whole lot better. I got a comedy album that's coming out. No laugh tracks. So I am Patrice DeVoe. Follow me on all social media at But Is She Funny? Thank you so much,
Stay right
Anthony.
there, Patrice. Give it up for Patrice. I want everybody to come up on stage. Everybody, Candace, Mr. Avery, Mike. We've had an amazing show. That was a funny joke about Sprint. But Sprint, if you want to be a sponsor, just call me, okay? I got you. Yo, we've had an amazing show here at Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. Thank all of our special guests for coming. And tune in next Thursday for more Thursday Night Tea with Anthony.
Listen vision, listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio.
Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. It's Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea.
It's Thursday Night Tea
with Anthony. Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. News, sports, truth.